What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to a Zombie Claw Polish Advent Calendar reveal. This is a spoiler post for the Helluva Advent, which is inspired by the Helluva Boss show that was released from Zombie Claw about a month and a half ago. And I'm just going to spoil the crap out of this box. So if you are wanting to grab any of these, the overpour sale is coming up on Halloween, the following Friday from now. I am doing this a little bit earlier. I do tend to do videos a little closer to launches. However, this one, the first day of the Advent for you to open your box, if you got it, is today. So I'm going to start off obviously with day one, of course, but we're going to see all the polishes in the box. So this is what you got. If you ordered the box, if you missed out, then this is what they got. We have a couple of extra goodies in here that were included, non-polished items in other days for the Advent opening. The overpours that are going to be on Zombie Claw's site do not include these as far as my knowledge is, but I figured we're going to talk about them at the end of the video just for a little fun sniffy sniff stuff. Now, there is a stamping plate that was included in this Advent box. You'll see it here in just a moment at the very bottom of the box. This will also be included in the overpours on Zombie Claw's website. Now, for those of you who are box nerds, you're collectors, and you like to keep your boxes, especially the special edition boxes, Zombie Claws for this Advent had these really cute kind of dusk, like sunset dusk type of colors splotched all over the box. And we've got some bats, and then each of the box on top has a label with their respective day that you were supposed to open the box. So here it is right here, nice and close up. You can see these are, as far as my knowledge, again, these are what the boxes are going to come with for this Advent overpour. So we're going to start off with day one. So again, this is your last warning for spoilers. Day one is Sallie Mae. It's described as a vibrant blue with silver and purple reflective glitters with a touch of purple pink aurora shimmer. It's actually one of my top picks for the box. No surprise there. I do love a good blue. This in person is gorgeous. I feel like my photos were blowing up the color itself. So for color accuracy, please refer to the video portion, the swatching portion, especially here and my full hand shot. This is a lovely, what I consider as close to a true bright cobalt as what we can get in nail polish. It's very vibrant, very beautiful, like a medium type of color. And it does have a creamy type of formula, kind of texture though from the reflective glitters. So I chose to do 3 light coats, a glitter smoother, and a glossy top coat. Day 2 is Deadly Little Pumpkin Spice. It's a mulberry base with electric shimmer. I agree with that official description. This is another one that I was kind of worried how it was going to come off for color accuracy, either on my photos or the video. So I think on the swatching portion, this is coming off decent. It's a little orangey, if that makes sense, but it is kind of golden cast because it's so chock full of shimmer, if that makes sense. So I think my full hand shot gives you a good idea of that. Super flattering, lots and lots of shimmer, and I chose to do 3 coats and a glossy top coat for this one, just to help plump it up and maximize all that shimmer goodness. Glitz Glam is day 3. This one is a deep emerald with green blue electric shimmer. This is probably my second pick out of the polishes for this box. It is beautiful, a true jewel-toned emerald, and it builds up very quickly to opacity. I thought that second coat was all I needed. Those of you who prefer that thicker type of appearance, kind of what I usually go for, I think maybe you'll want to do that third thin coat, but I just didn't feel like it was necessary. It built up so well there. There is a touch of that blue type of cast at the most extreme angles, but I think it's a touch subtle. Day 4 is Embodiment of Lust. This is an eggplant purple with electric blue shimmer and linear holographic effect. To my eyes, what's going to catch your attention the most is going to be that shimmer. At more sunny type of brighter lighting situations, I do think you can see the holographic effect, but I think it is just a tiny bit in the backdrop against all that beautiful shimmer. Not a bad thing. This has a standard type of formula to it. It almost leans the tiniest bit over on the jelly-ish side, and I chose to do 3 coats to maximize and deepen out that base color itself. This one also dried down pretty flat, no texture or anything like that, so I think any top coat's going to be just fine. Day 5 is Queen Bee. This one's a pale orange base with linear holographic effect and red copper gold shimmer. This is another one of my top picks for this. It's really pretty, and I always say I'm picky on, say, like oranges and golds. To my eyes, the video and my swatches came out color accurate to what I'm seeing. I know the official description, reading it back here, says a pale orange base. I'm not sure if it's possibly the shimmer that's kind of having that gold type of lean to it, but it is what it is. I think it's very pretty. And those of you who are having a holographic moment, I know I am. I'm so loving these. I'm seeing them a little more often in releases that I'm swatching lately. I'm not mad at it. This is so very beautiful. It's got that chrome type of shimmer look to it too. I will strongly suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Day 6, Froggy, another one of my favorites. This box is really good, you guys. It's described as a neon green with blue-green electric shimmer. I think Sabrina outdid herself with this, to be honest. I really liked a lot of the polishes, most of them, rather than, just a couple, 1 or 2 here and there. Froggy has a curly type of formula. It's creamy, but it's got that plump, squishy type of almost marshmallow feel to application. So mind your brush strokes that you prevent any type of potential patching or baldness to it. Just go in light-handed on your coats, and I would suggest 2, possibly 3. I thought that 3rd thin coat evened everything out the best for my wide load nails. Looniepoo is a deep sapphire base with orange, gold, green shimmers. Now that base, I do agree with the official description. I think it's a light type of tint. So what's going to catch your eye the most, of course, is all the shimmer action going on here. It starts off on the lighter side. I will strongly urge you to go up to 3 coats, again, to deepen out the base, because we have that jelly type of lean in terms of how it's applying. Very smooth, easy to use formula. And this one also dried down pretty flat too. So make sure you're using a good glossy top coat here as well. Kind of plump it up, if you will, as it did have a quite flat type of way that it dried down. Day 8 is Via. I apologize. I do not watch the show. I don't know how to say this person's name. This is a deep turquoise base with blue, pink, purple, orange, green shifting shimmer. This is what I would describe as being a pretty multi-chrome lean in terms of finish. Now, it does apply somewhat more standard and less chrome metallic-like that we typically see with true multi-chromes, but that doesn't mean it doesn't shift like one. It's got quite a bit of a color roll. In person, you're mostly going to see that strong, deep blue over to purple, and then there's an obvious orangey type of cast at the most extreme angles, in my opinion. Popstar is a periwinkle base with red, gold, electric shimmer, and silver reflective glitters. Now, this is one that I also want to note, very much like Deadly Little Pumpkin Spice and Sallie Mae. I feel like I know that the official descriptions from makers are what they made the polishes with, right? But to my eyes, this is what I'm seeing in person too, like what you're watching on the video here. It's what I would describe as being an orchid purple, like an orchid purpley pink color. It's just one of those really flattering types of shades. Very pretty. Now, my photos did lean quite hot and warm. So for color accuracy, please refer to the video and especially my full hand shot. I will strongly urge you to do 3 light coats, a glitter smoother, and glossy top coat. Day 10, Mox Mox, is an indigo base with orange holographic glitters and red orange peach flakes. Now, to my eyes, Mox Mox is a more, I would have to say like a royal purple type of base. I do think the video is being pretty color accurate to what I'm seeing in person. This is quite sparkly in person. You'll see on my finger wiggle here in just a moment that there is definitely holographic glitters here, and they give you this nice larger particle type of sparkle. My full hand shot gives you a good idea of that. I chose to do 3 coats, light coats, to kind of even out that true jelly formula, and a glitter smoother and glossy top coat. This is very, very much one of those pond effect types of effects. Day 11, Silly Minx, is a sheer periwinkle base with holographic flakes and electric blue shimmer. Another one of my favorites out of the set. This is so shimmer good. It's light, it's delicate, and I think there's quite a bit of versatility with it in how you wanted to wear it. I think if you wanted to stop at 2 coats for that lighter, airier type of look, you absolutely could. It's almost like a milky type of appearance if you do that. And then the 3rd coat offers a touch more opacity. It's still a softer type of finish, but it just packs a punch for all of that shimmer action. So personally, I thought 3 coats was the best for it, for what I like to wear my polishes as, and a glossy top coat, no texture to report. Day 12, Chuckle Freaks, is a deep maroon red with red gold electric shimmer and purple reflective glitters. This is what I would describe as almost like an oxblood type of finish, meaning in normal lighting situations, this is going to lean pretty heavily almost black on your nails. It is beautiful though. It's very, very pretty. I don't think my swatches did this one justice. It's deep, it's dark, it's vampy. Definitely a super, super dark maroon. But in person, you can see all of that reddish shimmer, kind of like a velvet effect. It's ridiculously opaque too. Beautiful application. 2 coats and a glossy top coat's all you need. Day 13 is Great Prince of Hel. This is a deep burgundy with green blue electric shimmer. So we have a similar type of feel to Embodiment of Lust. I actually had to double check when I was editing on the video here to make sure I didn't switch anything up. But in person, they're definitely different. I just want to note that the shimmer absolutely also is very much different. Great Prince of Hel has a jelly type of formula, but it is quite opaque in how it applies. I still would push you to do 3 coats to maximize coverage and all that shimmer action. And it does dry flat, so use a good glossy top coat. Now, the stamping plate that you see here is also going to be available through Zombie Claw's site for this overpour sale. And you can grab this one for $9.50. There is also going to be a cap on these too. Just friendly reminder, I always try to show removing the seal on the plates because it's not silly. Some people forget to move it and you're like, why isn't it stamping? There you go. There is a protective seal on this. This plate in general was very easy to use. I want to apologize for not doing any advanced fancy stamping or anything. I realized when I was packing all my stuff, we recently moved like a week and a half ago, which is why on my PPUTV episode, I'm in a different room. I actually have an office now. But in the move, I am out of all of my freaking supplies. It's amazing. I'm out of acetone. I am out of black swatch sticks, as you'll see here in just a moment. I am out of pretty much everything. So I didn't have tools to really do advanced stamping, especially trying to clean this plate off with acetone additive in acetone. I don't have plain acetone to clean my plate. So bummer there. I have to get some supplies for my nail desk to replenish everything. But in the meantime, we're just going to do some black stamping with the plate just to kind of test out how it worked. And I have to say, excellent etching on this plate. I had no issues. This is literally a first quick trial run that you're seeing on the video here. No going back to re-edit anything. And that's the pulls that I got with the clear jelly stamper. Very user-friendly etching on the plate. And then for fun, the extra goodies that came in the box, we have a lip gloss from Nailed It. This is a non-sticky lip gloss. And while I get my tools and stuff set up here, I promise face shots are coming soon, but the lip gloss itself is non-sticky. This is in a sweet kiss and it's scented with blueberry. Definitely got a nice pleasant berry type scent to it. And I like that the doe foot applicator is so freaking huge. It's awesome. And then from Dose Bath Company, I've been actually curious about this. I've seen them on Instagram. This is a whipped soap that is nice and thick. She is thick. This lathers up really well. You can use it in the shower, of course. That's, I'm assuming, where it's intended to be used. And it's got an interesting scent to it. It's very earthy, in my opinion. I don't have the official scent description, but to my nose, I'm definitely getting some type of earthy, like leaf type of vibes from the scent itself. So if you like those more neutral scents, this one might have been for you. And then we also have a bath bomb that was included in this. This thing is huge. It's the Skelly Soak. It was super cute, and it is quite large. So what you do with these, you just stick them in your bathtub, and it fizzes up real nice for you and all that good stuff. And it's got some like coconut oils, things like that in it to soften up your skin. I thought this was adorable. Like, this thing is so huge. And we're going to wrap this up with the Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Again, please know I have to replenish my supplies and get my shit together. So we are swatching on acrylic tips. I am so sorry. It is not pleasant for viewing, but I'm getting myself back on my feet. Sallie Mae looks pretty interesting over black. It takes away all that cobalt base though, but it does look really cool, nice and sparkly. Deadly Little Pumpkin Spice I thought looked awesome over black. I think this has some potential, especially if you're gonna do like oranges and whatnot for your base, maybe even pink too. Glitz Glam, I am on the fence on this one. Yes, it looks cool probably over greens and blacks, but it's just so beautiful on its own. Embodiment of Lust is very nice over black. I think like matchy match purples and whatnot would be great. Queen Bee, you are dehorning a unicorn, putting that over anything. Same thing with Froggy. It's too creamy, too crelly. I don't recommend it, despite it does kind of look cool. Looniepoo, same thing. I think it's pretty over black, but man, it just detracts from that gorgeous base. Via, however you say it, Yes, it's a multi-chrome, so of course it works, but it's very opaque, so why would you do that? Popstar works well over black, I will say that, but I can't see it working any other way. Mox Mox is cool over black too, and you can see how nice scattered sparkle you can get from one coat. Silly Minx is beautiful. I think you could absolutely get creative with this one with different base colors. Chuckle Freaks, no, it's too opaque. Not a bad thing, as that was such a stunning formula. Great Prince of Hel, same thing. I think you probably could, but why would you? You're not doing it justice. The overpours for this box are going to drop on Zombie Claw's website on Halloween, October 31st. You can grab them for $13.75 each. The overpours are only 50 bottles a piece, so 50 of each polish is going to be available for this overpour. So will it sell out? I'm not sure. I'm going to go out on a guess for those numbers. It probably will. So make sure you are there when it goes live, and you can grab what you want if you are wanting to do that. I will link y'all below to Zombie Claw's website and the Facebook group if you want to get in there and see additional swatches, interact with the maker, all that good stuff. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.